But like the ocean, it gives you peace. So will my program.
To get from you a little bit more your inspiration that
Governments that are involved, we've been able to form an environmental working group.
Issue of equal opportunities in terms of sharing departments on energy. We have invested in approximately or given aid. USIA has given an aid of $1.9 million to this project. Like the vastness of the ocean, A Piece of My Mind is a show that transcends all levels. It gives you a piece, but allows you to give a piece of your mind to anybody and everybody. Talking to Youssou N'dour, one of Africa's living legends of music, who has been able to transcend from the traditional folklore in Senegal to international stardom with his music. He's been able to cut across all genres of music in the international world, playing with the likes of John Wycliffe. And he has been able to keep his roots here in Senegal very, very strongly. He plays every Saturday and Friday night at Tisson, his club. He has a radio station. He has his studio here. His wife's a very private person, but tonight we're going to give you a chance to meet the real person. Youssou N'dour oozes sex, and he is one of Africa's sexiest men, as small as he is. But you're going to have some fun tonight. It's going to be real noisy in the club because they play their music loud, but loud to make you feel the pulse of the African beats. Tonight, welcome to A Piece of My Mind and Youssou N'dour.
Now, when I listen to music coming from Asia, I feel something. When you heard music from Africa, you can feel something. When you listen to soul music, your mind think about how was the slavery time when people left Africa and
Youssou N'dour is one of the most celebrated African musicians in history. A renowned singer, songwriter, and composer. Uses a mix of traditional Senegalese mbala with eclectic influences ranging from Cuban samba to hip-hop, jazz, and soul, has won him an international fan base of millions.
The local one is called mbalak, coming from the percussion, Wolof language, and kind of really close to folklore. And the other way is, things coming from here, but mixed by different things. What we call world music.
Yes. In the West, Youssou has collaborated with musicians Peter Gabriel, Sting, Nana Sherry, and Wyclef Jean, and others. In Senegal, Youssou is a powerful cultural icon, actively involved in social issues. In 1985, Youssou N'dour organized a concert for the liberation of Nelson Mandela in Dhaka Amite Stadium. He toured the West in the late 80s with Amnesty International. In 1998, Youssou wrote and performed the anthem for the World Cup playoffs in France.
We get the car, even we tired, and people say, let's go to Jos and play some music, and it's great. You know, I'm coming from the Korean family. We are storytellers, and I'm doing, these things like singing 20 years now.
How would you describe it? It's taken off in a different way. It's appreciated the world over. How would you describe your music?
And I have really two way. The local one is called Mbalak, coming from the percussion, Wolof language, and kind of really close to folklore. And the other way is, things coming from here, but mixed by different things. What we call world music.
Yes.
Yeah.
You did a song with Wyclef. That was different.
Yeah.
Was that your influence or his influence?
Yeah, I think his influence, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
And you keep doing a lot of collaborations with other musicians. How do you find that? Because it's making you sing in English and you don't really sing in English.
Yeah, really, I think, when you have something and try and keep your thing and have possibility to bring something, just little things, and meet someone with different things, create something brand new. I think it's very important, very interesting, personally. And meeting people, singing with them, bring different language, keep the different language is really something interesting personally. And the other way is really, I think we change a lot of things around the world musically, like my collaboration with Paul Simon, Peter Gabriel, Nana Sherry, and Sting, Wyclef Jean. I think really things are really interesting for people also.
In the West, Youssou has collaborated with musicians Peter Gabriel, Sting, Nana Sherry, and Wyclef Jean, and others. In Senegal, Youssou is a powerful cultural icon, actively involved in social issues. In 1985, Youssou N'dour organized a concert for the liberation of Nelson Mandela in Dhaka Amite Stadium. He toured the West in the late 80s with Amnesty International. In 1998, Youssou wrote and performed the anthem for the World Cup playoffs in France. His performance of his song L'Accord des Grandes was seen by 3 billion fans worldwide. Last year, or a few years ago, he was among the superstars performing at the Jubilee 2000 concert, concentrated by the Pope for the relief of third world debt. Person from a country that is very poor, but you've succeeded very, very much so. what is the hope you can give to these young people? Because you've taken something that was different, you know, your music, which was in your native language, and you've made something of that. Now you're a mentor to a lot of young people.
Yeah.
How did you do this? How did you start? You know, how did you make it?
Yeah, I think firstly, I try to give back. When I have success around the world, have money, I bring back the money here, invest, create a lot of training, young people like technician, like composer, sound engineer, lot of things, and also try to see a lot of young talent, give them my experience to help them, and definitely I think this is normal things, because I think the country and the roots, the tradition give me a lot, and it's normal for me to bring back the things and give them.
You have a radio station here in Senegal and you have a studio.
Yeah.
How did you come and get into radio here in Senegal?
Yeah, firstly, I think the radio talk about sport and music, and we talk a lot about how the music business, how to help people, how to promote, and the radio playing a lot of music, different kind of music coming from different country. And the other things we talk about sport, to make people, really happy, something brand new. And it's not radio station like they just play my music.
No. I know. I've listened to it whilst
Yeah.
I've been here. And also, you've got a new album out now. What is this one called?
Nothing is fine.
Yes, and how's that going?
Really well, gold record in France now, and United States doing really well everywhere. Now we're going to United States in March for 6 weeks,
Okay.
touring around, and it's doing really well.
Well, you don't tour around Africa that much, do you?
It's difficult. Who touring in Africa? No one
Well,
touring
you,
in Africa.
You can make a difference.
It's really difficult because no promote, as it's too expensive, and we really want to give the same quality of show we give in United States or Europe to Africans, and it's very difficult. It's very difficult.
How is your family life? Are you settled here in Senegal or in France?
Now my family based in Senegal,
Okay.
and definitely, and yeah, they travel sometimes with me. And my wife, she's really out of really the showbiz things. She doesn't like it, and she helped me a lot. When I get home, it's like home. It's something really different, and I feel really close to my kids and my family, and it's great.
Okay. And you play, I noticed that you played here last night at the club, you played tonight. Every time you're home, do you play?
Yeah, the weekend. I think it's great for me playing here, touch people, talking to them, playing local music, and anyway, definitely I like live night, and this is why I think now 15 years we're doing these things. When we get the car, even we tired, and people say, let's go to Kiosk and play some music, and it's great.
You're an African in the diaspora and you're in the United States and you put on a CD of Youssou N'dour, you feel like you're at home. If you have a problem, you can feel the vibes of your home.
Yeah. I think really, diversity are really riches. Language, music, geography, and religion, and ethnic diversity are our riches in this world. And when we listen music coming from Cuba, we feel this music, part of this music is our music. And I think diversity are really our riches. We can use it, not to say this is our different, but this is our riches. Use it and make the world better.
Well, good luck, Youssou N'dour, with your
Thank
new
you.
album, and thank you very much for your
Thank
time.
you.